Hi, I'm Tom Osher. I'm an activist and the founder of Chambalabamba, a mostly Latino artist eco-community. I'm mainly a producer. That means I put people and materials together to make good things happen. I'm also a visionary who has been following and manifesting my dreams since the year 2000. My passion is to see humanity not living under corrupt governments and to participate in the creation of a free, just, and abundant regenerative culture. Why hasn't humanity evolved into a utopia by now? Why do we have the same problems that have existed for hundreds, if not thousands of years? Why do we still have wars, crime, corruption, ecological disasters, poverty, etc.? Why? Why? Are humans hopeless? Pandemic and similar events reveal a lot of existential conundrums that have been completely ignored. It seems quite apparent that there are a lot of anomalies and misleading and conflicting information regarding crises such as COVID-19. If something sounds misleading, there's a chance we're being misled. A number of decisions have been made with little or no consultation with us, the public, who are, by the way, adversely affected by most of these decisions. There are too many anomalies within the pandemic panic to even mention here, which makes one have real concerns for our future human rights. Being dependent on the government for basic needs is to be under the control of the government. That's why we need to establish our independence as quickly as possible once the quarantine ends. As long as concentrated political or economic power exists, we can expect it to be used in the interest of those who control the power. We've been programmed to constantly want more, to buy, to consume. But at what cost? In order to have the goods people want, we give up freedom, equality, good relations, harmony with nature, and quite possibly we gain extinction. It's a bad trade-off. We need to prioritize our values better. Less consumerism and less industrialization if we wish to achieve our highest values. I maintain that the roots of the present ecological crisis can be found in the prevailing systems of industrialism and centralist high technology. Our vision is of a fusion between a universal confederation with an agreed upon social contract that embodies all the values of humanity and organic, autonomous, societal forms of a communal character. A new era of global social experimentation where current ideologies are transcended in a practice of social and ecological regeneration. We've been working for some time reimagining cities, how to utopianize the dystopic. In the countryside where I live, it's much easier. The big problem is cities. Everyone can't just move to the country and form communities like ours. Cities need to be healthy, happy places. The question is, how do we transform not just systems in cities, but influence behavior change and broader citizen participation? Restructuring governance from vertical to horizontal is our big focus. Horizontal governing is virtually uncorruptible. No more politicians, no more bribing or lobbying, as it is called. It's by and for the people. It's really important that the whole world knows about horizontal governance. We could have this either through referendum or massive protests demanding this. We need to stop making the same mistakes. Every vertical government throughout history gets corrupted. In other words, we have this strategy to ensure that the reset won't take us backwards to the same paradigm under greater control. We want the reset to be the portal to creating the regenerative, smart world of freedom without us being spied upon, subjected to mandatory vaccines. Human rights intact and guaranteed as well, with a new respect for ecology, the end of patriarchy through women's liberation and radical democracy. That means pollution and contamination need to be illegal or part of the social contract. In my hometown, my mother and almost all her friends have breast cancer. It's the headquarters of a multi-corporation. It's hard to prove that their pollution is responsible for so many breast cancers, so they continue to pollute. This needs to end. We need to stop tolerating the intolerable. We need to decentralize. Banks need to be local and legally allowed to give credit, perhaps without interest, as their function could be simply to serve the city, perhaps with local money, a new kind of economy. Natural resources need to be used only for the benefit of the whole, not for some individual to make billions of dollars. Zero waste. All waste needs to be used to create energy. Transportation needs to be non-polluting, public, and easily accessible to reduce traffic. Tool, bike, and car sharing. Buildings need to be retrofitted to save energy. Food needs to be grown locally as much as possible and only organically. Soils need to be regenerated through regenerative agriculture and syntropy. Revillaging the neighborhoods, places for reskilling, rewilding, and celebrating with neighbors. Taking the bioregion into consideration. Women's liberation, ecology, and direct democracy could be the pillars. Artificial intelligence can be used to augment systems and to maintain homeostasis with no spying. Easily accessible health centers for everyone. For this reason, we wish to create a gigantic network of freedom-loving people such that we can be a force in getting out information that otherwise would be stifled, blocked, or censored. A network that is decentralized and open with an easy-to-use platform to share instantaneously information, revelations, innovations, ideas, and solutions, reclaiming our power and our freedom. For this, we need the equipment to store huge amounts of data. Our 7-minute whiteboard animation explaining virtually uncorruptible horizontal self-governing is available as a link. It is our opinion that we cannot afford to be governed any longer in the vertical top-down manner that has led us to these world crises and that is so inevitably and quickly corrupted. This is one big lesson from this pandemic event. This needs to be changed through world pressure from an informed public. Is to change from vertical governing, top-down, to horizontal, which is virtually incorruptible. As long as we continue with vertical governing in any country, there will be corruption and despotism. Now is the time to shine, to stand up, step up, connect, form groups, and to spread the message about how we need to restructure to horizontal governing. Check out utopiacornucopia.org for ideas and or to participate with us. Gracias.